Greetings to you. I'm Lucinda Harmon, aka the Growth Catalyst. That is my name and that's the title of my company. And if I tell you that I love it, I love the company that I'm in. And I wanted to do a session today. You see, I'm not wearing corporate attire. I decided after yoga. I had been thinking about this through my yoga class. I kept on thinking about how I put this love that I have, such a love for sales, out to you. And in the class, there was a 9-year-old, and the mother was talking about her one day when she gets older, maybe she'll be doing yoga and giving classes. And without even thinking about it, I actually sat and I said to her, you know what, you could actually be giving classes, and it's not even your career, it's your passion, you love doing it. And you can still be making money and you're training at the same time. And everyone in the class just, it was like the entire class went quiet. And I said, but that's the heart and soul of an entrepreneur. It's about finding ways to earn and to do things you love and you're passionate about, you have fun with. Doesn't mean you stay stagnant in one thing. Her career, she might go to university or whatever she goes to, or whatever she does, and she'll still have another secondary, third income, whatever it might be. And this is what people often don't get. They're so fixed in a box. They think that they get into a career, or they get into a job or something at all consuming, or they don't put enough boundaries down. And that's when they get burnt out and they actually become resentful and they leave. So today's session is all about for the love of sales. Oh, because I really do. Sorry to tell you, I actually really love sales. So when I was only, I think, 5 or 6, really then, I was starting the sales thing. It was in my blood from very, very young. Maybe I was born, after all, a sales professional. I don't know. But from baking rock buns to making ginger beers to all the table tennis tournaments in those days, in my years, that was the thing in Constantia, in Cape Town, in South Africa. And this is something that I started doing. Getting old television boxes, those big boxes, putting it outside and making a little window, and crazy things that I did, but that was in my mind, is about sales, about finding things that people want and then putting it at a price that they would want to pay for it and have fun doing it all the way along. It was fun. And actually, in many ways, when I was younger, yes, you're pretty much giving it away, but it was the thrill of every time someone stopped, every time people bought, and every time reading what people want next or more of and asking questions. And trust me, this was 10 years old. So I love selling, and I want to tell you this because I think here is the goal that you need to dig into when you look at, because everyone can really learn to love it. I know so many people in companies that don't love sales and are fearful of sales and fearful of taking that step. So this today is not the medical normal route. I'm going on to the bigger level of sales today. So I love selling for companies that have the same values as I do, that we share similar values, we're aligned, okay? That's number one. That they have great products, really important, because just selling, and I don't want to make up various brands or whatever, but selling some stuff is really junky, and really it would break your soul, and you'd hate sales afterwards if you have some of the products that you're made to go out into the world with. So it's something you'd be proud to sell, and something that's great, a great brand. You know it's quality, you know that there's value in it. That is wisely positioned, that either you are allowed to give input to that company, or they've positioned it in a very strategic, in the best place it can be, and it puts it in the right spot. And the other thing is that it's got a competitive price, because pricing, positioning, and the actual product are key, and then packed with value. That's the 4 things that are important. Firstly, my values are aligned with the company. It's a great product, a brand you like. It's wisely positioned. It's got a competitive price, and it's packed with value. Those are the 4 things. If those 4 things work, it makes your life as a sales professional a lot easier. And the company can't blame you then for not going out and not getting sales, because if you're out there, you're doing your work, you're going to get sales. Plus, those 4 things, you're going to make it. And you're going to more and more enjoy your time as a sales professional. So I wanted to impart this on you today, or with you today, is why you could also love sales. Say you don't. Say you're fearful of it. Say you're academic or whatever, but you don't like the sales idea. But you're thinking of going into a business. But this is like every time you look at sales, it's like, oh, I'm so scared. So I want to tell you what is so exciting about sales and why I absolutely love it. There's never a dull moment in it. I mean, it's challenging, and I mean, you're going to face the rejection. You're going to be faced with objections. Objections and rejection. So you have to learn that this is a part of it, but there's no dull moment. When you start going into the sales side of life, you're never going to see the same client every day, sitting at the same desk, looking at the same laptop, looking at the same whatever. It's the most exciting, thrilling occupation that you can get because it never looks the same. And you're always faced with something new coming at you from all angles, and the pace and the tempo, and it just tests you and challenges you every single day. I mean, there is no same day. The other part is, as I was saying in the first part, was it's exciting and thrilling. So for me, it's like an Easter hunt. When I used to be on the road, like I have said in previous videos, I couldn't wait to get up in the morning. And I was waiting for my breakfast, and I was going, I want breakfast, I want my breakfast, I want to go. People say, why are you, this one sales professional we've never met before, that you just want to get out the door and go? Everybody else is like sleeping late, and they come home at lunchtime, and that's the end of their day. You throw it in, you're the last to come in, you're the first to go. In the morning, you're all excited. It's like a child that's woken up in a chocolate factory. And that is how I feel. And I feel about that with my brand today, and with the partnership that I've struck with Expert Rep. I feel the same. I feel exactly that same exciting thrill inside my blood. And it's a world, the third one is actually, it's a world of infinite potential and possibility. Critical. Because it is. The doors are open. I mean, you don't know who's watching, seeing your content, about to pick up the phone and give you a call. It's so exciting. You just don't know how far you can go, and it's untapped, and the sky's the limit. And the thing is, you've got to have the courage and that chutzpah and the desire to get out there and tap into this incredible potential and get your name out there, become visible. And don't stop. Don't stop. Just keep on knocking on the door and keep on reshaping the product or the service or your brand or whatever it takes. But it is such an exciting world. I get so excited even talking about this whole thing. And the other fourth part is it expands you to really think, to initiate, to be creative, and to find solutions. So if I hit a dead end, people don't want to talk to me about a particular product or what I'm selling, or a new workshop, a new session, or my consulting, or my contract that I'm offering, then I think, okay, cool, let me take a step back. Let me amend it slightly, tweak it this way, and then I will go back again. And I'll say, how about that? I didn't stop. You see, you keep on coming up with solutions for yourself and for your clients. So you got to be the person. That's why I tailor make everything I do. I tailor make it. And so when you're selling any product you've got to think in your head, how can I stand out from my competitor? How can I be extraordinary? How can I excel in a highly competitive market? What solutions can I provide? What extra mile can I walk? What extra offering, value add can I put onto this that it's a no-brainer? The client's going to go, of course, yet that's a sale. Where's the paper I want to sign right now? That's where you want to be, in that sweet spot. That's like in golf, hitting a golf ball and going for that sweet spot. You feel that incredible like thrill on a tennis racket or a squash racket. You feel that sweet spot. It's like, oh, that's beautiful. I wish I could bottle this feeling. That's the feeling that I talk about when I talk about hitting the sweet spot with those solutions and being able to tailor make something, and the client goes, thank you. No one's ever offered this. I'm in. I'm all in. Hand me the paperwork. And that's when you hit the sweet spot in sales. The fifth reason is I love momentum. I like a pace. I love working at a very fast pace. I like to be busy because my energy is very, very high. I don't work at the sluggish levels because I start getting into that procrastination and a bit into that resistance and pulling back. So I love fast pace and movement, momentum. And that's what sales gives you. You get out there, you can do anything from 8 to 22 calls a day, but there must be quality calls. And that note is coming up in a workshop coming to you in March, 7th of March. Mark that in your mind. 7th of March is coming a session exactly on that topic. The 6th point is it's a challenge to grow and learn and excel daily. Because you can get up and it can get to you. The rejection, the objections, the losses, you're feeling like you're failing, you're getting shouted at, people are not happy, you look at yourself, you're not feeling so cool. That's when you go in the mirror, you tell yourself you're the best. You're the best, and in that mirror until you can't do it anymore, and absolutely look at yourself and tell yourself, like I'm looking at my own camera now. So it's a challenge to grow. It's a challenge to say, I'm here as a student to learn. Nobody has mastered this. Nobody. You're always just knocking on the door to master, to get better, to grow, to excel. And that is what I look for sales excellence. I'm looking at that hunger, that desire to be better every single day, grow and learn, and don't ever, ever give up. You keep getting back to the plate. The next point is it's that rush of a win, that rush of a sale, that rush of a deal, that rush of a breakthrough. So I've been trying to get this one client for 5 years and they're saying no and they don't, no. And then boom, they're in front of you. A competitor hasn't got it right, or they've seen you. That's happened to me with one of my deals from last year. I've been knocking on this door for years. I mean, I think it was about 10 years, saying, give me a gap to do some training for you, to do some sales or whatever. And the next thing they came to me and said to me, we want you to do a workshop for us. So for me, it's because you just get you get focused and you just do the work and you keep at it. And you know that eventually from every no, a yes is getting closer and closer. As long as you are being intentional, as long as you've got focus, and as long as you keep your energy up and you keep adapting so that then the market you're in the right place, the right time in front of the right people. The right place, the right time in front of the right people. That's the part. And the other one is this career takes a lot of courage, determination, and resilience. If you want something that's going to build you as a human being, you want something that will stand you in good stead, at least have a year of sales in your life. At least 1 year. Hard sales, the harder the better, because after this you'll have a lot of a thicker skin. You will also lose a lot of fears, and your emotional intelligence would have expanded and grown, because you've got to do that in this game. Otherwise, you really will feel the pain. So I hope these points have helped you. Do let me know, like what spoke to you today? What did you feel? I mean, did you like it? Yes? So the most difficult sale, in all honesty, is when you got to sell yourself. That's true. You can sell for any company out there, and it's actually a lot easier until you come to sell yourself, your own service, or your own product. Woo! That is when it gets really tricky, because now it's personal. Now those fears, you think you had fear before selling other people's products. Well, when it gets your own, trust me, it's way worse, and you take it a lot harder. And it hurts your pocket a lot more than when someone's paying you to be out there. So if you want to know what it is to know that you are a great sales professional, it's when you're achieving the above parts that I've given you today. If you can go out there and sell yourself, your service, and your product and do well, then I give you 100% for credit. I say to you, well, you're ahead of anyone that's employed right now as a sales professional. Because any sales professional can sell as long as they're working for somebody. But when you're working for yourself, ouch, that becomes quite a challenge, because when people reject you, or reject a sale, say no, it's a double whammy. It's no to the service product, and it's you personally. So that is quite a hard task. On this note, let me know how you feel. Please do share, do like, do comment, and let's get it out there. Let's get this conversation going, because you know what? It's not so scary. I will, over time, get you to the point. I promise you, with all the different parts of content and sessions that I bring you most of the time weekly, unless we have a gap because of holidays. But every week, normally I'm coming with this content, and you true can learn and jump on those workshops that are coming up starting in March, and get to that point where you hit that sweet spot and you get that taste of honey, and you just get that excitement like I have in sales about hitting an Easter hunt every day, going out and looking for those eggs all over, and they're everywhere to be spotted. And when you get into that mindset, almost like having the heart and eyes and wonder of a child out there, that's when it comes alive and you go, oh, I love this. I love being a sales profession. I love my career in sales. Until the next time, until I get the next brainwave, what I will bring to you, for now, it's time. It is time. Let's go shake the trees.